Hello, guys, and welcome back to another edition of Baseball Talk with your brothers. My name is Nicholas Earl, and today, part two. I think we might have one video in between what you're seeing the American League I did, and now I'm doing the National League for top 10 rookies from the National League that can win Rookie of the Year this year. So we will get right into it. We had an honorable mention for the American League video, which was Trey Savage. Let's have an honorable mention for the National League as well. Someone who's not going to really compete for a Rookie of the Year, but is off to a nice little start. TJ Rumfield, first baseman of the Colorado Rockies. He's played in 16 games so far, has 2 home runs, 8 RBIs, slashing 308, 362, 481 for an 843 OPS for a Colorado Rockies team that has been better than we expected so far. So that's been nice to see for Rocktober a little bit there. But I just wanted to throw him in there. Honorable mention, TJ Rumfield, first baseman for the Rockies. Number 10, we have Moises Ballesteros, DH first baseman for the Chicago Cubs, more of a DH than first base. He also is a catcher coming up through the minor leagues, but was not a very good defensive catcher. He's going to be a bat first guy, Ballesteros, who's off to a really strong start so far. Oh, no, that was in spring training. Ballesteros so far in 2026, 34 at bats, yeah. 294 batting average, 342 on base percentage, 471 slug for an 813 OPS. He's somebody that I expect to be in the Cubs lineup majority of games. Just I don't know if he's going to accumulate enough WAR for him to be ranked higher on this list. But with that being said, definitely someone to keep an eye out for just pure hitting. Moises Ballesteros has a lot to offer. Number 9, Carson Bench of the New York Mets. Now, if you ask me this preseason, he's much higher on this list, but he has definitely struggled to start the year. 60 hit, 55 power, 55 runs, 60 arms, 55 field, 60 overall. Definitely struggling so far for the Mets. He's played 14 games. He's had 46 at-bats, 1 home run, 3 RBIs, 14 strikeouts, 6 walks, slashing 130, 231, 196 for a 427 OPS. He has been really good in the field, though. He's primarily played corner. He's played center a few times. He's got the type of arm that he's going to look really good in the outfield. And he's an above average defender on the corners. He's he's an elite defender in the corners. He's probably an above average defender at center field. Just waiting for the bat to catch up to the rest of his profile. Carson Bench comes in at number 9 on this list here. Number 8, as we'll start 2 Philadelphia Phillies in a row. Justin Crawford, outfielder for said Philadelphia Phillies, off to a really nice start so far this season. He is slashing 341, 408, 477 for an 885 OPS in 14 games and 44 at-bats. He does not have a home run yet, only 1 RBI, but he is going to be more of a contact guy, 15 hits, and only 5 of them have been extra base hits, 4 doubles, 1 triple. 60 hit, 40 power, 75 run, 50 field, 50 arm, 55 overall. Just a solid player with a lot of speed. Justin Crawford, someone I think could steal some bases as well. Maybe be that type of leadoff guy, or maybe he's towards the bottom of the order and he's like a secondary leadoff guy where the 9 hitters your second leadoff hitter, something along those lines. Justin Crawford for the Phillies though. Someone to keep an eye out for. We go from one Philly to another, and it's their top pitching prospect here with Andrew Painter, the first overall pick back in 2021. He's dealt with Tommy John. He struggled with AAA a little bit last year. 70 grade fastball, 50 curveball, 60 sliders, 55 changeup, 55 control, 55 overall. Just an overall very solid pitching prospect. 3.77 ERA so far in 14 and a third innings pitched. He has appeared in 3 games, has started to a 16-3 strikeout ratio, which is nice. 1.33 WHIP, a 291 opponent batting average. Someone to definitely keep an eye on for, especially when Zach Wheeler's not in the rotation. He is somebody to keep an eye out for as a young and up and coming pitcher for these Philadelphia Phillies. We'll make the transition from young right-hander in Pennsylvania to a young right-hand pitcher in Pennsylvania, as we will go with Bubba Chandler at number 6 of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Bubba Chandler has graduated uh, from what do you call it? From prospect status. So far this year, it's thrown to a 3.86 ERA and 14 innings pitched. 14 strikeouts to 12 walks. The walks are going to be an issue for him, which is why he has a 1.57 WHIP, which is very high. But somehow only a 3.86 ERA. He's somebody that he's not afraid to walk guys because he knows his stuff is good enough to strike guys out and to be able to work out of jams. And he's not going to give easy at bats. He's not going to give you good pitches in the middle of the plate. He's someone that nibbles around the corners. Has no issue walking batters because he knows his stuff is good enough to get out of it. Bubba Chandler, someone I definitely really do like when it comes to the Pittsburgh Pirates, and it's definitely someone who could have a really strong case for Rookie of the Year for pitchers, as we only have one more pitcher after this, which he'll be coming up in a couple. We'll go to the outfield, and we'll head to the top 5, head to Miami. Owen Casey, outfielder of the Miami Marlins, off to a solid start so far this season in 40 at-bats. He has a 275 batting average, a 348 on base, a 525 slug for an 873 OPS. He's looked solid so far, and he's somebody who's now going to be able to get everyday playing time with the Marlins. He was part of that Edward Cabrera trade. I like that on both sides. That was a great trade for both teams. The Marlins get that young bat that they wanted, and the Cubs get a pitcher now that they're relying an awful lot on with injuries in that rotation. But Owen Casey is who we're looking at here, and he has been solid so far, and I think that he could be a nice mainstay in that Miami Marlins order. We'll go from somebody who's graduated off of prospect lists to somebody who is the number 5 prospect in all of baseball, and that's J.J. Weatherholt, second baseman of the St. Louis Cardinals. So far this season, he has appeared in 15 games, has 56 at-bats. He has 1 home run, which was opening day, and he took a pitch that was about a couple inches outside and hit it dead center, which was unbelievable. But 214, 338, 286 slash line for a 624 OPS. He's kind of struggled a little bit so far, but he's somebody that I absolutely expect to be really solid for a Cardinals team that's not really competing right now. So he's going to get plenty of opportunity to be able to go out there and get everyday reps. 65 hit, 55 power, 55 run, 55 arm, 50 field, 60 overall prospect. One of the best overall prospects in all of baseball. Someone that in that 2024 draft I thought should have gone number 1 overall. Now, obviously, looking back, that would be Connor Griffin, but we'll be talking about him in a minute. J.J. Weatherholt, still though, I thought he was an absolute steal at 7 to St. Louis, and the Cardinals, I think, are going to really like their first round pick from back in 2024. We'll keep it going now, and we will go to another player who has graduated off of prospect lists because he did have some experience last year, and he's off to a very, very solid start this year. So far this year, pitching to a 2.7 ERA in 16 2/3 innings pitched. It's Nolan McLean, right-handed pitcher of the New York Mets. He is absolutely filthy. You see all the pitch mix that he has. Curveball, slider, sweeper, a changeup, a fastball that's now touching 97. He's absolutely filthy. And he spins the baseball, I think, better than almost anybody in all of Major League Baseball. 20 strikeouts to 6 walks. Very solid start for him there. He had a perfect game heading into, I want to say, the 5th or 6th inning against the San Francisco Giants. And he is somebody that I think can absolutely compete for a Rookie of the Year award this year. Nolan McLean, off to a very, very solid start for the New York Mets. Let's continue with guys who have graduated off of prospect list, and it's Sal Stewart. First baseman, third baseman, looks like primarily first base more than third base recently. He's appeared in all 16 games for the Cincinnati Reds so far this year, 55 at-bats. He is slashing 309, 435, 600 for a 1035 OPS. And is someone who can absolutely win the Rookie of the Year this year, as he is one of the best hitters so far in baseball so far this season. Already producing .9 WAR in 16 games, which is unbelievable. Obviously, that's not going to continue through the whole year, but Sal Stewart is absolutely somebody who I can see keeping this up for a decent amount. 4 home runs, 10 RBIs, just absolutely hitting with some nice power, 4 doubles as well. So out of his 17 hits, 8 of them have been extra base hits. Sal Stewart, definitely someone to keep an eye out for, and probably the best hitter on the Cincinnati Reds at the moment. But number one on this list is the number one prospect in all of baseball, Connor Griffin. Yeah. Now, he's not the odds-on favorite to win the Rookie of the Year at the moment, but he is somebody where his upside, I think, absolutely can have him win the Rookie of the Year this year. 60 hits, 65 power, 70 runs, 70 arms, 60 field, 70 overall. Like I said, I made a whole video about Connor Griffin. He is the best prospect probably since Shohei Ohtani and Byron Buxton when it comes to 70 grades. I think he was a better profile than players like Bobby Witt, like Vladimir Guerrero Jr., like Fernando Tatis Jr., like Wander Franco, just all these really, really top echelon prospects. I think Connor Griffin's a better prospect than that. And yes, he has played very, very limited. 9 games so far this year, 29 at-bats where he's slashing 138, 235, 172. He's going to accumulate WAR defensively. He's going to pick it up. And I'm waiting for that first career home run because currently he does not have it yet, which I think is why probably Sal Stewart has a better chance at winning the Rookie of the Year than Connor Griffin. But when you have an upside the way Connor Griffin does, I had to put him number one on this list. So that is number one on this list, Connor Griffin, shortstop of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Let's quickly recap the top 10 list, and then we will head on out. Honorable mention, TJ Rumfield, first baseman of the Colorado Rockies. Number 10, Moises Ballesteros, DH, first base of the Chicago Cubs. Number 9, Carson Bench, outfielder of the New York Mets. Number 8, Justin Crawford, outfielder of the Philadelphia Phillies. Sticking with the Phillies, right-handed pitcher Andrew Painter. The Pittsburgh Pirates right-hander comes in at number 6, Bubba Chandler. Miami Marlins outfielder Owen Casey coming in at number 5. St. Louis Cardinals second baseman J.J. Weatherholt, number 4. New York Mets right-handed pitcher Nolan McLean, number 3. Cincinnati Reds first baseman, third baseman Sal Stewart coming in number 2. Number 1, Pittsburgh Pirates shortstop Connor Griffin. That's going to do it for this video. I want to thank you guys as always for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.